Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien here on the morning of Saturday, September 16th, 2023. Stand by for a special commentary. And today's commentary is Terran State of Affairs. Your planet Earth is a disaster for all kinds of reasons. A disaster socially, a disaster economically, as you put it, a disaster society-wise, and a disaster on your atmosphere. And you, as the so-called number one sentient being on this planet, have caused it. Well, you've hurried it up, I should say. Because all through the years before there was even an inkling of a human race, twinkle in your father's eye, the Earth has had ups and downs like any other planet does. It's a very violent planet in a very violent solar system. You got a violent star. Sol is, unlike any other star, is a lot more violent compared to your next nearby stars, which would be Alpha Centauri A and B and Tau Ceti. Okay? My star is not as violent as yours, and I'm 3,000 light years away. We're a little smaller star than yours. Heck, my planet takes 378 of your years to rotate around our system. Yes. But back to you. Especially, you guys are where we were 2 millennia ago on our ancestral planet. Divided into what you call nation states here. We used to call them segments. You call them nation states. And you got all kinds of problems. You got your petty differences, and they range from pigmentation to artificial differences like religion, political, social, and since you have money, economic, which we got rid of that a long time ago because it causes a lot of problems. And then you got the belief that gold is valuable as a currency exchange. Don't get me wrong, gold is valuable. But as a life enhancer, not a currency. Okay? And to give you an example of what your problems are, you have the technology to combat your pollution that you have created on this atmosphere and bring back a certain level of atmospheric balance. But you haven't done that yet. Sure, it's rudimentary by our standards, but you still have the technology to do it. You also have the technology to build dome cities, which you haven't done yet. And you have the technology with your energy plasma technology that's still in the rudimentary stage here. But heck, you can develop shields that can save your cities of the disastrous climate change that's happening to your planet. Well, you haven't done that either. So therefore, you're getting thousands and thousands of people are dying. Every year it's more thousands, and they're getting bigger and bigger. And you get the hurricanes that operate on the United States. You got hit last year, and it's going to take Florida a while to get through that because you want to rebuild, as you call it, for the next hit that could happen within a half a decade or sooner because your climate change is coming faster and faster. Libya, well, they had a disaster of their own making for not keeping track of the atmospheric situation and also their technology. Yeah, that comes back to haunt them. China, they're losing territory to their desert. Yeah, they don't know anything about it, and they're polluting their atmosphere faster. So, between the pollution of the atmosphere and the encroachment of the desert and the change in climate, the Chinese are losing people faster than they ever have. The Americans, well, between their way of thinking, which has watermelons in their brains, and the way they're doing things, they're disintegrating left and right, both socially, economically, spiritually, you name it, they're disintegrating. And they don't understand why, because they don't have any comprehension of what's going on. Really? And that applies to every Terran on this planet. You have no comprehension of what the hell is going on to your planet. So by the time the Mushka get here, you're going to be a shell of yourself, and it'll take them 4 minutes to destroy you. That's not much, is it? That's saying a lot for your civilization. You have really destroyed yourselves before they even did it. They just applied the, as the French would call it, coup de grace. And nobody's listening to my video, so I can tell you this because, hey, you YouTube and Facebook guys, this isn't anti-this and anti-that or hate speech or anything like that. You're heading for extinction. There's not going to be any of you around. And when I get back after my host passes away here, which is soon, well, I have to acknowledge, and trust me, in 50 years of being here, my bosses were right. I understand the Prime Directive now, and I understand why they wanted to avoid you guys at all cost. And let the Mushka beat you up and send you to oblivion. Because you guys didn't lift a finger to save yourselves. So why should I have 300,000 people on my ship that can turn around centuries and millennia from now and destroy us? Because that's what you guys would do. See what I mean? You put me in a predicament here. I thought I was saving you guys. Now I got to put those people back. Your descendants. 40 years from now, I got to put them back on a dying earth and look the other way and forget about them. And that's not easy, people. That's 300,000 people that you condemn to death. But I'd rather do that and face my boss's wrath than to take them and face them. Oh, well, what are we going to do with these, boss? Really? Yeah. I'll still lose my command. But I'll get reprimanded the other way because I did the right thing. I put you guys back. I'll get a reprimand on my records for not insubordination, but almost. Came close. So that means I won't retire at a higher grade. Well, gotta live with that. But you guys can't live with killing your descendants, can you? I think you can, because you're living with it right now. It's up to you guys, especially Americans, Chinese, Russians, Europeans, Asians like the Japanese. You guys have to get together and decide what the heck do you want. All 230-something countries should get together. Do we want to save something from our national and make it a human culture? You can't save 100% of your nationalism, but you can save at least 5 to 10%. That's how we had to do it in my society in order to survive. 14 billion of us didn't survive. They killed themselves. And most of their solar system, too. But you don't have to worry about your solar system. See, they killed 3 other planets that were on the verge of socialization. One was like your people in the Roman times. Another one was people in Shakespearean times. And another one was people in the 2130s. 100 years from today for you. We killed them. Lucky you don't have to do that to any other planet on this thing. That's the good part. You just go by yourselves. Is there anybody out there that wants to save your planet? I don't think so. Nobody has contacted me. Nobody has said up, hey, we got to set up a symposium here and discuss. We got to get rid of our petty differences, starting with pigmentations and religion and politics. You got to get rid of that. You can't have that. And there's no such thing as power and wealth. Got to get rid of money. But are you going to do that? I don't think so. It took us 165 of your years to get things done. 165. And that was tough. There were some good days and some bad days. And there will be some good days and some bad days for you. But are you really going to do that? And hope that the society comes out at the other end is better than what you have today? Ours was. Is it perfect? Oh, we got a long way to go for that. But at least we coexist with other beings. You can even coexist with yourselves. This is your favorite alien. Good day.